Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So along with this Videl celebration, we got a couple of free-to-play EZA units, and I think that is very, very good for the game, that we continue to get improvements in terms of EZAs. I think EZAs is the easiest way for Dokkan to really be able to support a large number of category teams while still pushing, usually whatever agenda they have with, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Cooler, or, one of these super popular characters they're always shoving out at us. But, like, this Yamu and Spopovich, they're not the greatest ever, but I think they do have sort of an extra value because of the fact that they're on so many crappy teams. I feel like that really does matter, right? So, let's go ahead and take... Wow, what a great... Holy shit, their sticker is good, huh? Okay. What an amazing... I'm so glad I gave them a sticker. That was a really good idea. Well, I give stickers to every new unit that... from, this point... any, EZA or Dokkan Fest unit that gets a sticker, I give it to them. But, yikes. Not exactly, This is just goofy, man. Very goofy. This is such a... That's got to be one of, the top 5 worst stickers, right? Yeah, really good. All right, let's take him let's take him for a spin. All right, guys. So we have a pretty good opening rotation for Yamu and Spopovich right here, right? Now. All right, this unit is very quirky. They start out at 100. We got 100k defense right here for them, huh? I mean, I guess that makes sense. We have a lot of support on rotation. This unit is very quirky, right? Number one thing we can start out by saying is that their link set is, really bad. They have Brutal Beatdown, Evil Autocrats, Demonic Power, Berserker. You guys have heard me complain about that Berserker link nonstop. Tough as Nails, Coward, and then Shattering Limit. I guess Coward they could get with Bojack, huh? On Terrifying Conquerors. That would work. Now, this Evil Autocrats link. Let me pull this up specifically because this is not one you see very often. Yeah, that's why. I am very glad that they have this link, right? So, this is the link basically for all of the fodder Majin characters under Babidi's control, but Dabura does not have it. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good link. Now, here's what's really fascinating about this, right? So, this link is very limited. As you can see, there's only one, basically, SSR in the game that has it, because this is the SSR of their TUR, right? The effect is only all enemies defense minus 20% and 2 ki. That's all that does. With a link this limited, this should be 3 ki and 30% attack and defense. Would be fine with this link. Right? I don't know. Very bizarre. That's just odd. But yeah, so their link set sucks, right? Very, very bad. They do sort of it's they stack from their passive. So it's not like a permanent stack, but they do build up, right? So, for long events, they can be good. Typically, I'm not, that crazy about characters that build up because it's guess what? There's 700,000 characters that get stronger as the battle goes on. It's much more rare for a character to be really good at the start of the fight, right? But the thing about Yamu and Spopovich here, their categories, World Tournament, Boo Saga, Join Forces, Terrifying Conqueror, Earthling, and Corroded Body and Mind. They're on some very limited categories like World Tournament, Earthling, Corroded Body and Mind. They're needed for sure. If there's a Corroded Body and Mind, mission set for an Infinite Terminal History stage in the future or something like that, this would be a good unit to use, right? Because they lower attack, they heal, they build up. There is a bunch in there to right? So this unit, they get 90% attack and defense start a turn. They get a permanent 2 ki and 20% attack with every super attack performed. And then they get 20% defense with each attack received up to a maximum of 160%. So they need to get hit 8 times and super attack 8 times to fully build up. And again, they heal 7% HP on super attack, and they also lower attack and defense. On this turn, we have Brutal Beatdown, Demonic Power, and Shattering Limit active. So we have Demonic Power and Shattering Limit along with Demon Goddess Toa. Demonic Power, by the way, is really good. 20% attack and 10% defense. Brutal Beatdown, 15% defense, or excuse me, 15% attack. And then Shattering Limit is 2 key and 5% attack and defense. So Demon Goddess Toa definitely does work well with YAMU and Spopovich. Again, Demonic Power, 20% attack, 10% defense. That's a good link. 2 million right there. Okay. Again, 2 million is sort of what I like. I like to consider that kind of like the baseline, right? Like that's sort of the bottom floor where I like a unit to be in terms of damage, right? And that's why when a premium summonable unit who came out only a few months ago, Bojack, is frequently in the 2 million range, I say, honestly, Bojack's damage is not that impressive nowadays. And people go, what? It's like, yeah, 2 million ain't that great. Because, I mean, an EZA free-to-play unit, just touch that, right? Not that difficult to get. All right, so, I mean, I brought Deborah because he would obviously work well with them, but we're going to just blow through this event way too fast. It's very difficult to run the Buu Saga / Battle Wits team because this Goku and Vegeta unit, like, it's just like every single time I try and keep them out of the way. I mean, I know I gave them a bunch of ki right here, but every time I usually try and keep them out of the way, they like start triple supering and critting and stuff like that. Like, it's like I miss their first super attack, and then they double super, double crit after that. Like, they're a nuisance. Yeah, look, yeah, exactly like that. Goodbye, Broly. See you later. Get dusted aside, my boy. All right, so let's see what they do again. Again, this is just sort of a quick look at them, you know, just going through a, you know, sort of natural event right here. We will definitely go to a team, you know, and we'll go through, like, sort of the long event and see what they're able to get for us once they fully build up. So they were hit once, and they've got 98k defense. I believe, see, once they're fully built up, they should be good to go, right? Like, you know, so, like, if you get an Infinite Drama History Sage and you're able to just get them hit a bunch early on, that could be good. The only problem with that, though, is now we're talking about, like, having a unit like YAMU and Spopovich, like, just tossing them into the fray early on. You could take a lot of damage. I mean, that's probably one reason they heal, right? Right there, that gives us 7% HP. The attack lowering is definitely solid. Like, we just took all the hits we needed to right here. So this might be double-digit damage they'll take, honestly. Because their defense is built up a lot. Yeah, 19k is not bad at all. Like, I think we have their defense, like, maxed out right here. I'd be very interested to see what it is, but I'd imagine it's at least 200k now by this point. They're definitely able to get up to some high numbers. I probably shouldn't have had Goku and Vegeta super attack right here at the end. If they just do one normal super, though, and not, like, a crit or anything, yeah, that's fine. But then they double super, yep, of course. Okay. Next turn, we have, what, Kid Buu, AGL, Goku, and Goku and Vegeta, so there's no way Broly survives. Yep, triple super, thank you. Yep, there we go. I love it. Now this is a crit, disintegrating his health. Go ahead. Okay, yep. All right, so I am clear to move on. So again, they're on a bunch of weird category teams. I feel like we'll probably look at them on 3 teams in this video. We'll look at them. This was sort of like Buu Saga / Battle Wits. We'll also look at them on Terrifying Conquerors. And then I guess we will do Corroded Body and Mind. The only thing is if I commit to showing them on that team, that's a lot of reloading for me because you don't just go into events, right? Like you don't just go into event. He's at 116k defense right there without even. Yeah, he's way over 200k when he comes back after being fully built up. So that's pretty good. But yeah, all right. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time to find Janema, but we'll do it. All right, so now we're on the Terrifying Conqueror team / Transformation Boost team over here, led by our boy Cooler. Now, one of the funny things about YAMU and Spopovich, right? There's one character in the game they share 6 links with, and that, of course, is their SSR, right? Their SSR, that's Spopovich right there, they share 6 links with. Then, the next most common character, there's a couple of Nappas that they share 4 links with, and then Super Mira. So LR, Vegeta, and Nappa, of course, is one of them. They have 4 links with Vegeta and Nappa, so we'll sort of get them on rotation in a second here. Alright, so we could get Brutal Beatdown if we put them in the middle, but I would sort of like them to get hit to see them, like, build up that defense a little bit. See how much damage they could do, but, again, I don't know. This isn't obviously a character you're probably going to want to bring into, like, a Dokkan event setting. It's very clear that they're... I mean, 1.45 right there, but we do have a lot of support on rotation, right? Because, like, Rildo is giving them 50%. I need to make sure to get a rotation of them, like, turn 1 in one of these Dokkan events where they have no support. I think that's going to be pretty important to get. Because it's like, yeah, 1.45, and they're able to build up a lot. It's like, okay, that seems okay. But then it's like I'm really thinking about it, and it's like, well, Turles is giving them 30% right here, and then Rildo is giving them 50%. Again, I don't want to go too crazy and say that, oh, they're so good. I mean, again, I feel like they can be useful because of the fact that they're on really horrible, stupid limited category teams, right? Like Earthling and World Tournament. I want a parade of Earthling World Tournament units. Honestly, even Terrifying Conquerors. Like, as many options for Terrifying Conquerors, Crota, Body, and Mind. The only team they're on that, like, really just does not need help at all is Boo Saga, right? Like, join forces, all of it. So, like, that's why, like, this unit gets an EZA, and I'm looking at their teams, and it's like, yeah, like, this is good, right? Like, that's the thing about Videl. At the very least, she is buffing a couple of category teams that really need it, like Peppy Gals and, what's the other one? Earthling, yep. Alright, so in this instance, we'd be able to get... Wait, don't they have 4 links of Vegeta and Nappa? Wait, let me see. What is her links at right here? So they have Brutal Beatdown, Evil Autocrats, Demonic Power. Oh, it's Berserker. Yeah, Berserker. But it's like, yeah, we need to fall below 50% HP to activate Berserker, right? Not exactly that common. I'm going to leave them in slot 1 right here because, again, I want them to build up all of this defense. What's their defense at right here? 116k. Okay. And then we're going to float off Rildo, our boy Rildo. And let's see how much damage we're doing. I'll be very curious to see how much damage Vegeta and Nappa do in this rotation as well, by the way. Because we do have the 50% Extreme AGL support here, Rildo. Rildo, who's very good, by the way. Rildo is like one of the best 50% supports. He does a lot. I believe he seals. He greatly raises defense on his super attack. Rildo is really strong. 3.75. Man, that's a summonable LR that's literally not even a year old yet. Oh my god. Okay. They hit way too weakly. Like, they have a lot of utility, you know, with, like, the 3rd turn guaranteed dodge and then the exchange into Vegeta. See, like, Vegeta, the Vegeta aspect of this unit is really good, but, I mean, you never see Vegeta, right? Like, Vegeta is so uncommon, right? Like, you almost never see Vegeta. That's why, like, this was, like, the 2nd unit I got to full level 10 links or something like that. But, like, I haven't done the video. Like, I've had them done for, like, legitimately, like, 8 months or something. But I haven't done their level 10 links video because I don't want, like, it's going to be annoying because, like, I have to, like, show Nappa in a couple of situations. Then we have to get Vegeta out, and it's just, like, I just don't even want to do it. I'm just not even trying to play around with that. So, that's the main reason why. All right, on this next rotation, again, we're going to have another good turn. Because we're going to be going into the final stage of this Dokkan event right here. We're going up against the Trunks and Goten and Krillin. Right, so it'll be multiple enemies. So Cooler is going to be giving the Terrifying Conqueror 50% attack and defense on the next turn. That's why I would have liked to have kept Rildo, because we would have been able to get 100% attack and defense for Yamu Spopovich, but it's not really a big deal, right? Because at least we're going to get a lot of their links active with Vegeta and Nappa. Okay, so the only link that they share with Cooler is Brutal Beatdown? Yep, okay. Alright, so what's their defense? 174k. They've been hit, what, like 4 or 5 times? So they still have several hits. Yeah, I feel like around 200k defense is probably what you're gonna get with their full built-up defensive passive, which is good. And then they do permanently build attack with every super attack, too, by the way. Like, that's the thing. So their defense caps at 160%. But the 20% attack they get is permanent. Like, they just continue building that up forever. So it's like, I don't know, like, I guess I could just go into, like, the Super Saiyan 3 Broly event or something like that, and just, like, let them look really good. Or maybe, like, the Whis and Beerus event. Just let them super attack for, you know, 50 turns, and then we could see what they're going to look like. I guess I could, and, you know, we'll sort of see. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what they're capable of doing on this turn, right? So, alright, let's see the damage. After this, we're going to go to, I think, Corroded Body and Mind. And then on that team, we're going to let them fully build up, see what their defense is when maxed out, you know, see what attack stats we can get. I mean, at least they're over a 2 million attack set right here while recovering HP, lowering attack. You know, then there's attack, their attack building up even more, 2.37. What turn is it? Let me see what turn this is. 6. Yeah, it's just, like, they're okay. They're so easy to get, right? Just like a story event unit. Like, they're not that impressive, honestly. But, you know, you want to go through a long event and, you know, a Infinite Dragon Ball History stage that's using one of these shitty categories. Like, they definitely can be useful in there. But this is definitely, like, not, like, an extreme Super Battle Road unit or something like that. Maybe if, like, World Tournament got a Super Battle Road stage, this unit probably would be good in there. Because I'm sure the stage would be balanced around the fact that, like, the category sucks, right? But, you know, we'll see. Alright, guys, so we're here in the Beerus event. What I'm going to try and do over here, of course, is get a number of hits in on our boy Yamu and Spopovich, right? So that way they'll build up their full defense. We could build up, you know, them super attacking a lot, see them get a high attack stat. What's their initial defense right here? 71k. Alright, after this turn, I'm going to skip way ahead. Sure, whatever. I'll just go to, like, turn 50 or something like that, right? We'll see what they look like fully built up. I also do have to do one rotation. I want to see what they look like their first turn in an event where they have no support. Just them raw turn 1 of an event is definitely what we're going to want to see. Alright, so we see the attack stat, like 1.4 right there. We saw their defense. Now I'm going to just skip way ahead. Alright, guys, so we are pretty deep in the event here on turn 28. We have Yamu and Spopovich with 200k defense right here. We're going to have... Doesn't Fat... Okay, wait, I thought Fat Janemba had Brutal Beat... Wait, does Yamu and Spopovich... Okay, Fat Janemba doesn't have Brutal Beatdown. It's just the... That's one of his links he gains when he transforms. Okay. Alright, so let's see what attack stats we are going to get from Yamu and Spopovich on turn 28. Obviously, very, very deep in here. We'll do that right there to get their attack stat, and then let's also get Janemba's support type ability. So Yamu and Spopovich are going to go up a little bit more in strength. Let's see what we get in terms of an attack stat for them on turn 28 with their infinitely stacking attacks. They're at 4.5 million attack. Now, obviously, you know, we have many units in the game that can output that on, like, turn 1. And here we are in turn 28, where Yamu and Spopovich are getting a 4.5 million attack stat. But, I mean, you could think of it like, hey, you know, 200k defense, 4.5 million attack stat. Like, this unit's peak is pretty good. Yeah, I love... They actually connected with Whis. Okay, but yeah, killed Beerus. So Beerus is done. Okay. Very, very goofy right there. Alright, let's get one more turn with Yamu and Spopovich, and then I feel like we probably will be sufficient here. Like, we've gotten a good look at what they're capable of doing, like some of their numbers, right? We'll just get that one turn with them at the start of the event, no support, and then we'll probably finish up here. Again, they're going to be a solid unit to use on some category teams and stuff like that, no doubt about that, but it's not like they're one of, like, the top 5 free-to-play EZAs or anything along those lines, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we've got here in terms of their numbers. So, again, 200k defense, which is pretty good. Here, let me go ahead and pop Janemba's support type ability. So this is going to push them up to 230k defense. Okay. And then let's see what damage they do. I love this. Turn 30. Not often that you get turn 30 right here, right? I guess they only do have one link active, but it's like, yeah, that's... Their link set sucks, right? Like, it's not going to be often we're going to see them have multiple links active, really. And they get up to 4.86, so they're just going to keep going and going and going. One more super attack would probably push them over a 5 million attack set. I mean, it is interesting to see Beerus's health disintegrate right there against Yim. Yeah, these two random Earthlings, and they just disintegrate Beerus. I love that, right? Like, all right, so let's get that one more attack stat again, where they have no support, no like super crazy help, and see what they do. All right, so here we have a turn 1 for Yamu and Spopovich, 61k defense. This is no links, but, you know, again, I just wanted to see what they do on their initial turn without support anyway. What attack set are they going to give us here? Under 1 million. Obviously not great, right? That's, yeah, not what I would consider super spectacular. There's a second super, and now they do jump up above 1 million. Again, I feel like they'll have some uses. It's definitely a massive upgrade from what they were before, but it's not like they're, you know, oh, some god unit you have to use, but it's definitely a little helpful to have them around, for sure. Alright, so this is Creeping Conspiracy, Yamu and Spopovich. Their leader skills World Tournament Category Key 3 and 77% of stats, or Extreme Class Key 3 and 40% of stats. Their super attack is the Energy Drain, which does supreme damage, lowers enemy attack and defense, and recovers 7% HP, which is solid. Their passive skill, Strategy in Motion, gives them 90% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then they get 2 key and 20% attack with each super attack performed, and that permanently stacks. Then they get an additional 20% defense with every attack received, up to a max of 160%, so of course that's 8 hits. And then they disable enemy guard when attacking superclass enemies. So permanently stacking attack is definitely interesting. The key aspect will help as well, because they have such a bad link set, right? Their links, speaking of that, Brutal Beatdown, Evil Autocrats, Demonic Power, Berserker, Tough as Nails, Coward, and Shattering Limit. Just a hugely wonky mess, honestly, of links. Their 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is the typical. And then finally, they're on a few different category teams here that really needed the help, including World Tournament. I still do not understand why, oh why, Videl is not on here. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, considering short-haired Videl basically only fights in the World Tournament. It's stupid. Then, of course, we also have the Majin Buu Saga team, which they're a part of, which is just, I mean, it's just so obscenely massive at this point. Like, what do you want me to say? The team is ridiculous, right? They're also over here on the Terrifying Conqueror team, which is definitely solid, you know, getting a lot of potential villains added to that team, so that's really good. They're also on Joined Forces. Joined Forces really needs all the help it can get, so any new units added to that are definitely a good thing. They're also over here on the Earthling category team. Again, another team that is very, very small, very limited, and as many options as we could potentially get for the team is not a bad thing. And then finally, they are on the Corroded Body and Mind category. Another very small, not great category that really can get any potential gains it possibly could, would help it out a lot. So let me know what you guys think of the EZA, Yamu, and Spopovich. They're definitely a solid unit. Dokkan with their EZAs. The EZAs are definitely the best thing Dokkan has ever done by far, easily. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.